yesterday we have seen the numerical problem up till problem number 30. Now today we are going to start problem number 14. Clear? Now what that problem number 14 is there? Your problem number 14, that is on page number 157. So in that problem number 14, you have given two wires of same material and same cross sectional are stretched on sonometer. So you have given two wires that both the wire of same material and same cross section. They were stretched along the sonometer. One wire is loaded with 1.5 kg and other is loaded with 6 kg. So one wire is loaded with 1.5 kg. So I say that first wire is loaded with tension T is equal to 1.5 kg. Kg is the mass. So it is tension. So tension is into G. That is 9.8. So that much is the tension in the first wire. And the second wire is loaded with mass of 6 kg. So 6 multiplied by 1.8. So this tension is applied. Clear? So on the first wire, the tension applied is 1.5 into 1.8. And on the second wire, the tension applied is 6 into 9.8. That much Newton. Then the next thing is given the vibrating length of the first wire is 60 meter and its fundamental frequency of vibration is same as that of the second wire. Now what you have given, that is fundamental frequency of first wire is equal to fundamental frequency of second wire. And also you have given the first wire has a vibrating length L1 is equal to 60 centimeters. That is the data is given. Right? Now you see that. Now we have to find out, calculate the vibrating length of the other wire. You have to calculate the vibrating length of the second wire. So vibrating length of the second wire means you have to find out the value of L1. Clear? So for that purpose, what I say that your frequency N1, which is equal to 1 upon twice L1 under root of T1 upon M. M is nothing but the linear distance. Now what you have given, their cross-sectional areas are same. So the linear density will remain. Then second frequency, second wire frequency, N2, which is equal to 1 upon twice L2 under root of T2 upon M. So for both the wires, your linear density will remain same. Now if I check the ratio, what I am getting, N1 upon N2 is equal. Or here what I can say that more simple method. The more simple method is N1 is equal to N2. We have these N1 and N2, equation 1 and equation 2. So now I can equate equation 1 and equation 2. If I equate that, what I write down? 1 upon twice L1 under root of T1 upon N is equal to 1 upon twice L2 under root of T2 upon N. Now from both sides, which factor will get cancelled? T2 and linear density will get cancelled. So what is remaining now? Root of 1 upon L1 into root T1 is equal to root T2 into 1 upon L. Now in that, what you want to determine? L2. So how I can write down here? Here I write down L2 is equal to root of T2 upon T1 into L1. Your tension factor goes into the square. So in under root, you have a tensions T2 and T1 in under root sign. So as it is in the under root sign, now I can write down here already we have known what is T1 and T2. So I can put that value and I'll write down here under root of your T2. T2 is 6 into 9.8 upon T1 is 1.5 into 9.8 and into L1. And L1 is given in centimeter. So centimeter I will convert into meter. So I'll write down here as a 0.6. So into 9.8, 9.8 will get cancelled. What is remaining? Under root of 6 upon 1.5. So what I write down here? Your L2 is equal to under root of 6 upon 1.4 is 4 into 0.6 root of 4. Root of 4 is nothing but 2. So 2 into 0.6. So 2 into 0.6 means it is equal to 1.2 meter. So your vibrating length 2. That is for second wire. For second wire, your vibrating length L2 can be written as a 1.2 meter. Got it? So this is your problem number 14. Next. Now you have problem number 15. So your problem number 15. In that problem number 15, you have given a pipe closed at one end can produce overtone frequencies 640, 896 Hz and 1152 Hz. Calculate the fundamental frequency. So you have given the overtone frequency. So I can say that first overtone frequency and one second overtone frequency and third overtone frequency. But when pipe is closed at one end. So when pipe is closed at one end, at that time, the air column will vibrate with odd integral multiple of fundamental frequency. As it is vibrating with odd integral multiple of fundamental frequency, so I can write down the relation between overtone frequency and harmonic frequency. What that relation, I can get it here. That is first overtone frequency is equal to third harmonic frequency. Second overtone frequency is equal to fifth harmonic frequency. And the third overtone frequency is nothing but the seventh harmonic frequency. And these values you have given. You have given your first overtone frequency. Your first overtone frequency value is given, which is nothing but at a 640 Hz. Second overtone frequency is given, which is nothing but 896 Hz. And the third overtone frequency is given, which is equal to nothing but 1152 Hz. This much frequencies are given, right? So now, if I take under consideration as your first overtone and second overtone, these two frequencies I am going to consider. So if I do that, so what I take N2 minus N1, which is equal to 5N minus 3N. 5N minus 3N. 5N is what? 896 minus 640. So if I do that, then I am getting here as a subtraction 2N, which is equal to nothing but 5N minus 3N. So this subtraction I am getting as a 2N. So 2N is equal to 256. So your fundamental frequency N is equal to 256 upon 2, which is equal to nothing but 256 number is divisible by 2. So here I can say that 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, and 2 eights are 16. So I am getting fundamental frequency in that particular case is equal to 120 Hz, 128 Hz, right? So just concentrate what situation is given. Now here what situation you have given? The pipe is closed at one end. So pipe is closed at one end means at that time your air column is vibrating with odd integral multiple of fundamental frequency. And that's why you have to write down your overtone frequency in connection with the clear, and then we can solve that particular problem. Fine. Then after that, your next problem is nothing but your problem number 16, and in that your problem number 16, in case of your problem number 16, read that problem first. So in that problem number 16, you have a standing wave is produced. So the standing wave is produced in a tube open at both the ends. The fundamental frequency is 300 Hz. What is the length of the tube if the speed of sound is given? Now standing wave is produced in a pipe when the pipe is open at both the ends. So this is the situation. Pipe is open at both the ends and standing wave is produced. Means at both the open ends there will be a formation of antinode. So here is antinode form and here is also antinode form. Right? And what you have given there, in that case, you have given the fundamental frequency. In this situation, the distance between two consecutive antinodes, capital L, which is nothing but your lambda by 2, which is nothing but L plus 2. At both the ends, this end correction factor will be get added. So this is nothing but this. You have given the fundamental frequency which is nothing but when the pipe is open at both the ends, your fundamental frequency is nothing but V upon 2L. At this fundamental frequency, you have given that fundamental frequency which is nothing but 300 Hz. That is it. Clear? Now if this thing is given, then now you have to find out the length of that particular tube. Right? For that purpose, now what I have to calculate, and also I have given velocity and I have given frequency. Fundamental frequency 300 Hz, and I have given the speed of sound. Speed of sound is given 340 meter per second. Now the speed of sound is given and frequency is given. So I can use the famous formula, which is nothing but as your V is equal to n lambda. From that, I can find out the lambda is equal to V by n. So what that is? V is how much? 340. Upon frequency is nothing but 300 Hz. So one of the 0 will get cancelled. Both the numbers are divisible by 2. So here it is coming numerator 17 upon 50. That is nothing but the value of lambda. And what you have a relation? You have a relation, that is length of the air column is equal to lambda by 2. And what I am getting lambda value? Lambda I am getting 17 by 50. So I can use this formula. L is equal to lambda by 2. Right? So what I can say that L is equal to lambda is what? 17 by 15 divided by 2. Means how much I am getting here? 17 by 30. 17 by 30 means what I can say? 17 by 3 into 10 raised to minus 1. Now do this division. 17 by 3, so 3 5s are 15. 2 is remaining. Then 20 number becomes, so it will be 5.66 into 10 raised to 1 minus 1. Means this value will become 0.566 meter. So after rounding, I can make that figure as a 0.57 meter. That is nothing but your length of the. Got it? So again here which property we are using from stationary wave? When the pipe is open at both the ends, at both the ends there is a formation of antinodes, and distance between two successive antinodes is nothing but lambda by 2. So using that property we have written this. Clear? Okay. Then your next problem is your problem number 17. In problem number 17, you have to find out your fundamental frequency. You have to find out fundamental first overtone, second overtone frequency of a pipe open at both the ends if the length is 25 centimeter and if the speed of sound in air is 330 meter per second. Clear? Now, what is given? You have to find out fundamental frequency, first overtone frequency and second overtone frequency when the pipe is open at both the ends. Pipe is open at both the ends. So its fundamental frequency n is equal to V by 2L. Then its first overtone frequency N1 is equal to 2N and its second overtone frequency N2 is equal to 3N. Because this is derived, we have already derived this. That is when pipe is open at both the ends, then air column will vibrate with all integral multiple of fundamental frequency. All integral multiple of all fundamental frequency means what? First overtone is 2n, second overtone is 3n, like that. Clear? Now, first I will find fundamental frequency. And for that fundamental frequency, in the problem, I have given the speed of sound and this length of the pipe, this L is given, which is equal to lambda by 2, which is given 25 centimeters. Right? So I can put it in the formula. Fundamental frequency n is equal to V upon 2L. Now your speed is given 330 meter per second divided by this L is in centimeter, so I will convert into meter. So 25 into 10 raised to minus 2. I will use that value here. So 2 into 25 into 10 raised to minus 2. Now 2 into 25, 50. So what I get is 330 upon 50 into minus 2 goes into numerator, it will become plus 2. One of the 0 will get cancelled. Now I'll do this division. 33 upon 5. So 33 upon 5. 5 6 are 30. 3 is remaining. So I'll put the point. Again 5 3 are 60. 5 6 are 60 into 10 raised to 2. Means how much I am getting? 660 hertz is nothing but my fundamental frequency. Now if fundamental frequency is 660 hertz, so I can find out now first overtone. What is first overtone frequency? First overtone frequency N1 is equal to 2N, means 2 multiplied by 660, which is equal to, see here by 2 just you can multiply. So 2 zeros are 0, 2 6 are 12, 1 carry, 2 6 are 12 plus 1 30. So my first overtone frequency I am getting as a 1320. Similarly, I can go for the second overtone frequency. So my second overtone frequency is 3 into 660. So by 3 I am going to multiply. So 3 into 6, 18, 1 carry, 3 into 6, 18 plus 1, 19. So I am getting second overtone frequency is nothing but 1900. So like that manner, I can find out the overtone frequency. So see here in this problem, again what concept we have used? That is when pipe is open at both the ends, both the antinodes will be formed at the open end. So the distance between consecutive antinode is lambda by 2, and then I can write fundamental frequency. And we are knowing that when the pipe is open at both the ends, at that time your air column is vibrating with all integral multiple of fundamental frequency. Clear? So that is nothing but your problem number 17. Next, then we can find out now your problem number 18. In that problem number 18, I can consider in problem number 18, we can consider a pipe open at both the ends has a fundamental frequency 600 hertz. Pipe open at both the ends means same concept. Pipe is open at both the ends. Two antinodes will be formed at the open end. So fundamental frequency n is equal to V by 2L, which is equal to this fundamental frequency is equal to 600 hertz. That is given. Then the first overtone of pipe closed at one end has the same frequency as the first overtone of the open pipe. Right? Now first overtone of the open pipe is what? N is equal to 2 and 1. First overtone of the pipe open at one end is 2. What is given? You have given first overtone frequency when pipe open at both the ends. This frequency must be equal to, what is given? It is equal to fundamental frequency. Fundamental frequency when pipe is closed at one end. This is given. Now when pipe is closed at one end, its fundamental frequency N is nothing but equal to V by 4L. And when the pipe is open at both the ends, its first overtone frequency N1 is equal to 2N. And what is N when pipe is open at both the ends? That is V upon 2. Is it right? So now this is given. So what you have to find out, how long are the two pipes? You have to find out how long that all the pipes. So first overtone of the pipe closed at one end. First overtone when it is closed at one end. Okay, when pipe is closed at one end is equal to fundamental frequency when the pipe is open at both the ends. This is okay. So first overtone frequency when the pipe is closed at one end, which is equal to 3 closed ends, which is equal to fundamental frequency of open end. So fundamental frequency of open end, that is nothing but the NO, that is given. Sorry, first overtone of a pipe closed at one end has the same frequency as the first overtone of the open pipe. Sorry, here it is given. First overtone frequency when pipe is open at both the ends. This is U. So it is equal to 2NO. Open मतलब open end, C का मतलब closed end. Now when pipe is open at both the ends, your fundamental frequency is what? NO is equal to V by 2LO. I'll say LO. And when pipe is closed at one end, its fundamental frequency is V upon 4LC. Now that corresponding value I am going to add here. So 3V by 4LC is equal to 2V by 2LO. So this 2 factor will get cancelled. This VV point will get cancelled. So what I am getting here, I am getting 3 by 4 is equal to nothing but LC by LO. I will get this relation in between closed pipe and the open pipe. This relation I will get it. Fine? Okay. Now what you have given, when the pipe is open at both the end, fundamental frequency is given 600. Means you have given this N0 is given to you. How much N0 is given? N0 is given 600. If it is given 600, so what I will get it, I will find out here you have a relation between this 3NC is equal to 2NO. Out of that NO is given. NO is given how much? 600. Means how much I am getting? 2 into 600. Means from this equation what I say that 3NC is equal to nothing but 1200. So my NC value will be coming as a 400 for this. This is nothing but my value of NC. So I have now value of NC as well as I have the value of NO. NO value is 600, NC value is nothing but 400. Fine. So now I can use here the formula velocity of sound. Here I can say that standard value of velocity of sound. So here n0 is 600, which is equal to velocity of sound standard value 330 divided by 2 L0. Means I can write down here LO, which is equal to 330 upon 1200. So one of the zero will get cancelled, and what I am getting here 33 upon 12 into 10 raised to minus 1. See here 120, so 12 into 10. 10 will go into numerator, power will become minus 1. Now I can do this division. Is it right? So what I will say that 0.2. And now I can find out its value. So 12 to the 24. 34 minus 24 means it will become 9 is remaining. Right? 9 is remaining, so 90. 12 7s are 84 means 6 is remaining. 12 5s are 60. Is it right? Here actually it is 2 point into 10 raised to minus 1. So it will be become as a 0.275 meter. This is my first pipeline. And once I am getting L0, I can put this L0 value in this equation. So how I can write down that equation? Here I will write down as a, see here, this equation I will write down C by 4, which is equal to LC divided by LO. LO is what? 0.275. So it will be 3 into 0.275 upon 4, which is equal to nothing but LC. By 4 number is divisible, so 3 multiplied by 0. Now I can say that by 4 I will do the division. Fine. So I am getting 0, 2 is not divisible, 27 by 4. So 4 6 are 24. Remaining is 3, so it becomes 35. 4 8s are 32. Again 3 is remaining. So 4 7s are 28, and then it is 5. This much is nothing but the value of LC, so I can do the product now. So see here, 3 5s are 15, 1 carry, 3 6s are 20, 3 7s are 21 plus 1, 22, 2 carry, 3 8s are 24 plus 2, 26, again 2 carry, 18, 18 plus 2, 20. And see, the decimal point will get shifted by 5 decimal points. So this much is nothing but your value of LC in terms of theta. So this I am getting as a value of your pipe which is closed at 1 T. Clear? See that. How you have find out? This condition is given. First ortone frequency when the pipe is closed at one end is equal to the first ortone frequency when the pipe is open at both the ends. So closed end first ortone frequency is 3NC, which is equal to open end first ortone frequency is 2N. So I can get the value relation between LC and N2 by putting value of NC and N2. This is the first step. Equation number 1. What is second equation? Secondly, what I will say? I have given the fundamental frequency when the pipe is open at both the ends. N0 is given. So if you put value of N0 as a 600, so what I am getting here? I am getting 3NC is equal to 1200. Therefore, NC is equal to 400. This I am getting, and then I can find out by putting value of N0 as a 600. I can first find out L0, and putting that L0 value in the equation number 1, I will take the clear. So by that manner, we can find out your problem number 18. Okay. Next is your problem number 19. In that problem number 19, you have given as a string 1 meter long fixed at one end. So now you have given the string problem. So you have given a string. This string is given. It is vibrating up and down. So definitely node will be formed at the closed end and antinode will be formed at the open end. So I am getting such type of loops here, right? Now what you have given? It is vibrating with frequency 15 Hertz. Due to the stationary waves, 4 complete loops are formed. Here there is a formation of 4 complete loops. So 4 loops are completely formed. Means this total length. This total length is what? 4 loops. Length of each loop. 4 loops. Length of each loop is nothing but lambda by 2 plus lambda by 4. Half loop. So this is nothing but your total length of the string. So total length of the string, how much I am getting? 2 lambda plus lambda by 4. So 2 lambda plus lambda by 4, which I am getting as 8 lambda by 4. That is nothing but your total length. And this total length, from this total length, I can find out the lambda, which is equal to 4L by 9. Now one more thing we have given, you have given the frequency. आपको frequency दिया है यहाँ पर. Frequency is given 15 Hertz. So what I use this formula for velocity. Velocity is equal to n lambda. Velocity is how much? 15 multiplied by wavelength. Lambda is what? 4L by 9. And how much is the given length of the wire? Length of the wire is given as a 1 meter. So you have given this length as a 1 meter. So how much? 15 into 4 into 1 upon 9. So it will be 15 into 4. 15 into 4 is what? 60. So 60 upon 9. That is nothing but as your velocity of the sound. So 16 upon 9, you have to solve that, and that will be getting as a, I can say 60 upon 9. So this value I am getting 6.67 meter per. Get it? So this is nothing but your problem number 19. So just see that how much is the length of the problem. आपके प्रॉब्लम की लेंथ देखो 19 नंबर प्रॉब्लम कितना बड़ा है. So you see the solution. Solution is shortcut. Only the thing is what you have to see. The problem is regarding string, or problem is at the pipe at open end, or pipe is closed. Getting? So like that manner you can solve your problems. Right? The remaining problem we can see in the next lecture. Chalo.